I know a lot of people base it off, oh, what's everybody charging? I don't think you should be set up that way.
Where should I put my ad money in? How many ads should I run, and who should I use for my ads?
Yeah, but with the help of my family, my aunts, uncles, we were able to get to a better place.
Daniel has something really cool that he's giving away to 3 of you. What's going on, Wash fam? Welcome back to the Clean Money Podcast. Today, I have an awesome guest that came all the way from Texas. His name is Daniel with Longhorn Services. He will introduce himself in a second, but really quick, I just want to thank God for this opportunity. Thank you so much to Sailfish Spray for letting us use this space. We are at the physical location now in South Florida, so if you guys need anything that you see in here, pressure washing, paver sealing, equipment, supplies, materials, anything you need for this business, you can get here, you guys, and JR can help you out with any questions that you have. Also check out c3skids.com, huge sponsor of the channel. So thank you to these two companies so much for keeping the dream alive, keeping these podcasts rolling. We couldn't do without them. Anyway, we're going to jump in to today's episode right away. I'm super excited to introduce you guys to Daniel. He's going to share his story. And again, this is the first guest. All our guests have been from South Florida. Daniel traveled quite some ways. He's got an awesome story. He's creating a crazy good business out in Texas. So I'll let him take it away. Thank you for being here, Daniel. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Rusty. Yeah, my name is Daniel, owner of Texas Longhorn Services. I'm a father of 2 beautiful girls, husband to an intelligent, supportive wife. I was actually born in Salvador, but I came to the States when I was 10 years old, mainly in Texas. I lived pretty much all my life in Texas. It was a little bit hard at the beginning because it was me, my mom, my sister on a mattress in the garage, and that's how we started. But with the help of my family, my aunts, uncles, we were able to get to a better place. My mom was a hardworking woman, and with the help of God, she was able to provide for us to make sure we had a better life. I actually started working at a young age. I was 14 years old, but I was always a W-2 employee, grocery store, warehouses, but ended up working for an oil and gas company. I always like to learn new stuff, so by the time I learn my job, I always want to do the next thing. So it was easy for me to scale up. And by the time I was in the oil industry, I was at a position where it was a high paying job. But the only thing is, I didn't know about the ups and downs in the oil industry. It hit hard one year where half of the employees were laid off. And I'm talking 200 to 300 employees all at once.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah. So everybody was on their toes, and the following week, another 50 people. Then the following week, another 50. So I figured I was going to get laid off. I used to pressure wash, during in high school in the summers, just like a lot of people do. And so I figured, you know what? Let me do this on the weekends while they fire me, I guess, while I get laid off, and make some extra money, right? So that's how I started.
What's going on, Wash fam? I hope you are enjoying this episode. If you follow my Instagram, you know that we have merchandise on the way. So I just wanted to officially announce it here. At the end of August, we will have launched the Clean Money merchandise. We have the supplies, everything we need coming. We're gonna be holding inventory. This is not drop shipping. My wife and I will personally be shipping you this merch, you guys. It is the best way that you can support this channel is by throwing on a Clean Money t-shirt, throwing on a Clean Money hat. We just greatly appreciate it. And a thumbs up and a comment and a subscribe to the channel is also a huge, tremendous way to support this page. Anyway, as always, Wash fam, I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. I hope you're gaining knowledge from it as well. If you are, hit that thumbs up button, but I will see you at the end of this video. Thank you guys.
But luckily enough, they didn't lay me off. They lowered my hours, which was good because I was able to pressure wash more.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It gave me more time. Then things picked back up, and I actually got promoted to a position that it was hard for me to leave the company just because I was in a great position. I had great friends, so I had no issues there, no drama. high paying job. They were so flexible with me, but I knew it was time for me to leave and do my own thing.
Cool.
Even though I'm working more hours,
Yeah.
it just feels better because I think it's yours. So you're growing a company, and it just, even though you're working more, it feels good.
Of course. Yeah, that's cool, man. So where was the transition? Because now you're at a predicament. It's like you went from thought you were gonna get fired, and now look, fast forward, you're getting promotions, you're getting better pay,
Yeah.
and all those things make it harder to be like, okay, I'm gonna put my day job aside and I'm gonna chase my dream with my entrepreneurial stuff. Because like for me, these guys know, like I never had a great job, so it was never like, it didn't take much to surpass my income.
Yeah.
I just had, like you said, the beginning jobs that you had, 17, 18, 20 bucks an hour jobs
Yeah.
like that. Like that's always what I had. So it didn't really take much for me to be like, screw it, I'm going to take the gamble, because if it would be so much harder in your case. Like,
Yeah.
nice security job.
Yep.
You got that income coming in. It can support your family probably. And it just makes the jump harder. So what was that jump like? Okay, it's time to go all in.
So there was a couple of factors. One being my kids. I just wanted something better so I can have more time with them. I was not spending any time at the house. I was working a full-time job, and I was pressure washing full-time, I guess, in a way. So my family was one of the main reasons. Then after that, I actually made more money doing this part-time than at my W-2 job. So I figured, okay, this is it. But I was, like I said, I was always a W-2 employee. So it was hard for me. Luckily, I had a friend that he's always owned businesses.
Okay.
And he was pushing me every single day. He's
That's
like, you need
awesome.
to do it. You need to do it. But if I was by myself, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care living in my truck. But at the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the time, I had a wife and kids, so I had people depending on me. So I didn't want to just do the jump without, I guess, thinking about it really hard. It did take me a while, but finally I did it, and that's when things changed. The pressure, the stress, it was gone, and it felt good. Focusing on one thing, it was amazing.
Yeah. Rather than juggling everything.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I know kids and a wife, your decision making changes a whole lot, because now it's all about them. Like you serve your wife is serving you, and then the kids come, and it's not just it's like, oh, if I screw up, then I'll go live by myself and, like you said, live in my truck. It's a whole lot more than that. But like you said, it's your driving force as well. And that's my story. It's a little different, but I quit my job during COVID.
Okay.
Well, sorry, right before COVID. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go all in. I'm going to go all in pressure washing. I'm going to quit my other job. And literally like 2 weeks later, COVID hits. So that was so scary, because everyone's talking about like, oh, everyone's going to stop working and
Yep.
everything's going to shut down. And then to top it off, we found out we're having our first girl. And we were planning on having our first girl in this time, but it happened like the next day.
Oh.
So it was like COVID, baby's coming. I just had my back. I was cornered. And I look back and I'm like, I'm so glad it happened that way, because I had that mentality, like, I have to make this work.
Yeah.
If this doesn't work, then
Yeah.
I'm going to be stuck with going back and forth to a different job and a different job. But I'm super glad it worked out like that. And for you too, seems like, you're like, I have a family to support. I love
Yes.
my girls, my wife, so we're going to get it done.
Definitely.
But it was calculated, like you said, of course.
Yes,
which is-
definitely.
what year of business are you in?
So this will be my 8th year, I believe. Yes.
Okay. 8th year washing.
Yes.
And I forgot, you told me, but how many years has Texas Longhorn Service been in business?
Yeah, it was established 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. And just, I know we talked about this, but 4 employees?
Correct. Yes.
You have like 2 trucks?
So yeah, we have 2 trucks and a van actually.
Oh, cool. Awesome, man. And you're mainly doing stone ceiling.
Correct. So yeah, we used to do pretty much everything: roof cleaning, house cleaning, driveways, all that. But now our main focus has been paver sealing, paver restoration, and natural stone sealing. So yes.
Awesome. We're like probably 80%. We still do soft washing, pressure washing, but majority of our business is stones, brick pavers, mainly brick pavers. What made you want to, like, did it just happen like it just happened that way that you guys just started getting into stonework and you're like, hey, let's focus on this? Or were you like, I'm going to focus on this no matter what because of whether it's profitability or whether it's, you're getting a lot of leads coming in? What was that factor that you're like, we're going to do stonework?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I was actually, since I was the owner operator with helpers, I was able to do the roof cleaning because, we all do the research. We all do, we all know how to do the other jobs, right? Whenever you're doing the transition from you being a sole operator to a business, running a business, then you have to train your guys. And to train your guys to do roof cleaning, house washing, everything, it's a little bit harder. Plus, I don't know if you heard of the 80-20 rule. So pretty much 20% of was paver ceilings and was making 80% of the revenue.
Gotcha.
So that's when I did my shift. I wanted to make sure I had my guys were able to learn this like 100%. Because if in my case, if I start teaching them, okay, this month we're gonna be doing paver sealing, but next week we'll do a roof cleaning, and I gotta train you on that. But then we're not gonna do another roof for 2 more months. They're gonna forget it. So that's when I made the shift, is to just focus everything on paver sealing. It will be easier to train the guys.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. That's awesome. And what did you do to make sure that you were getting more paver sealing leads coming in rather than soft washing? Like, how did you market your business to, hey, I know we do it all, service, pressure washing, soft washing, paver sealing, but we're mainly jumping into paver sealing. How did you kind of shift away from soft washing, try to get more into or how did you make it stay that way?
Yeah. So, we were getting all the leads from pretty much Facebook ads.
Okay.
To get into Texas is a little bit different than Florida. So there's a lack of education when it comes to paver sealing in Texas. So it was a little bit harder to do ads for paver sealing when the clients don't really care too much about it. So then I shifted my focus on networking. So now I work directly with stone vendors, paver installers, builders, pool builders too, and educate them in the importance of the sealing process. So by them knowing this, now every time they have a client that has a question, that's when I come in. Okay. And on the cleaning and the sealing of the pavers. So by shifting to networks that help educate not just the builders but also the customers, and then they saw the importance of it.
That's awesome, man. That's really cool perspective, because everyone that has been on the podcast, there's always like a different tip or trick or something they do different as far as marketing or gaining jobs or, reaching out to new customers. And not that you reinvented the wheel, but it's like not a lot of people are focusing on that angle. Like, hey, let me reach out to pool builders. Let me reach out to installers and try to build a great relationship with them. They're on Facebook and they're like, where should I put my ad money in? How many ads should I run? And who should I use for my ads? Yeah. And they just focus solely on ads because that's like apparently the magic ticket. But you come from a different angle, and gained a lot of business that way, which is really cool. And that's even better in my opinion because you're actually building relationships.
Correct.
Like you said, networking. You're building those relationships with other people and other business owners, not just the customer.
Yep.
Daniel has something really cool that he's giving away to 3 of you.
Correct.
Okay, 3 of you guys. So all you have to do is just comment in this video so you can be put into the raffle. It is going to be mentoring how to. You want me to tell him?
Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be mentoring. He's going to donate 30 minutes for each of you guys. It'll be 30 minutes to an hour, 3 winners. So comment down. Just comment mentorship, and those comments will be entered into the pool to win. You guys, he's going from 300-ish K to the next following year. Or no, finishing out this year, he'll be closer to 750K. He's got multiple crews, so it's not just an owner-operator giving you advice, you guys. It's someone who is legit running an actual business. If you're looking to take that next step up and really get serious and try to run your business and not just be out in the field every single day, this is a great opportunity for you. He has a ton of insight to share. We'll get into that later. We'll cover it at the end of the video, but comment mentorship so you can enter in for that and you'll get set up with Daniel. And thank you, man, for doing that.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of these guys that's why they're here watching the videos. They want to grow their knowledge. They want the mentorship. I can't get back to everyone, and I don't have everything to offer that you do or that JR does or the next person does. So for you to do that, I know 3 people will really seriously appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
But anyways, you guys, I have 6 questions for Daniel. We're going to jump into those now. I based them off of your story that you shared with me. So I always try to keep it related to the person's story and also what value can we bring for the viewers. So we'll jump into question number 1. You're my first guest from out of state, so I'm especially interested in your perspective. Suppose you had just relocated to Florida. What specific strategies would you implement to understand a completely unfamiliar market and determine appropriate pricing for your services?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I will start kind of like what we were talking about, networking. First, I need to understand where my client is first and who my client is. So I would reach out to, again, pool builders, vendors, the people that actually sell the pavers or the stones, the installers. And at the same time, if you're trying to focus on a price range neighborhoods, it'd be a good idea, which I've done in the past, is reach out to a local realtor and give them $100, $200 to have lunch with them and, pick their brain. They'll know where the good areas are, or they'll know those hidden areas, because sometimes they'll have a good neighborhood and it's you don't even know it's there.
Yeah, totally untapped market.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's how I will go about finding my client first. And then the second part of the question, the price. I know a lot of people base it off, what's everybody charging? I don't think you should be set up that way. I mean, if you're going to try to run a business, you need to actually run your numbers. Find out how much material is going to cost you, labor, how much labor is going to be. Materials, taxes, expenses, everything, and profits. Once you get all of that together, then I can actually make a number. And of course, you got to separate yourself from everybody else. So what can you offer that's going to attract the customer? Is that you can get the job done in less than a week? Is it that your customer service is 5-star, or anything else? So that's how I would go about that.
Yeah, that's great advice, man. I say it on every podcast, but I love talking with all my guests because it's like, I'm sharing it through the lens with my viewers.
Yeah. But
it's also always great just hearing different perspectives, different angles. Again, for my own personal business, it's really good. That's great advice. I like how you said that. Everyone thinks there's this number that you need to be at, and there's some standard. And we used to price like that. We used to try to stay in the ballpark of everyone else because we're like, if they're here, then let me come in a little bit under or try to be at that same pricing.
Yep.
And that's just how you get stuck in the race to the bottom.
Correct.
And that's how you start competing with the next cheaper guy. And
Yep.
when we realize, like, you know what, let's kind of solve some problems and really tend to the customer, and what can we do to seriously add value to this service?
Yeah.
That's when we can get away with adding more cents per square foot, because it's like, yeah, your paver sealer can do that, but do they do this? And we offer X, Y, and Z as well.
Correct.
And I can almost guarantee you they're not doing it. You know, our service is a little more luxury. It just depends what you want.
Yep.
If you want the cheapest guy to come in and slap some sealer on there and you never hear from him again, then that's totally fine. But
Yep.
if you want someone that's gonna tend to your property, like where you don't have to worry about cleaning your own pavers and it looks beautiful year round,
Yeah.
as long as you stick with us, then that's what we're here for.
Correct.
And we can, change the pricing that way, focusing on value rather than, and I asked this question from the beginning anyway, because so many people ask me from all around the world, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but I truly can't help you.
Yeah.
If you're in, Texas, if you're in Oregon, South Carolina, California, it's all different pricing.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you, this is what is charged worldwide. Get to know who your customer is in the first place and how to educate them.
Exactly.
That's even better.
Because even like how we were talking about earlier, how everybody knows about paver sealing here in Florida, but not in Texas. So here, the equipment is more accessible too. In Texas, we have to order materials, get it shipped over there. You can't just go to a store and, buy a sprayer or a bucket sprayer.
Yeah.
You have to build it yourself,
Yeah.
or, get it shipped to you.
Yeah.
So that right there, like you said, my prices are not going to be the same as yours.
Correct. Absolutely. I know you can just drive down any street in Florida, pull over, find a Selfish spray. You could be paver sealing the next day.
Exactly.
With
Yeah.
everything you need. Full rig,
Yeah.
all the equipment. It's all here, you guys. But awesome. We'll move on to the second question, man. What were some of the pivotal changes or strategic additions you made to your business model that enabled you to scale from approximately $375K to $750K in revenue within just 1 year?
Relationships, networking. I started attending spa and pool shows, builder shows. It was a little bit scary at first because you don't know nobody, but just by knowing just one person, get to know one person, go in there, and they'll start introducing you to everybody else. So I keep going to the same show every year, which is called the Southwest Pool and Spa Show. And actually, that's where I met Jose with ICT.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I was there every year now. It's pretty cool because everybody knows you. So it's now they're introduced. It's not just vendors now, because builders are walking around and they'll say, "Oh, look, this is Daniel. This is the guy that seals pavers.
Okay.
If you have any questions." So it's so easy now for me to make more relationships like that.
That's awesome.
And man, also just by using ICT products, man, that was a game changer for sure. I've tried so many different sealers before, and again, Texas is not that, the market is not that big, so. By ICT actually going that way,
Yeah.
it was awesome.
That's awesome, dude. I know. And as always, not sponsored by ICT. We're not getting paid to say this, but they're the most reliable.
Yes.
In my opinion, they're the most reliable sealer on the market, and that's just because they're the most experienced. They've been around for so long, and like you said, I've tried so many, and I'm like, oh, what's that? New one comes out. It's supposed to be super good and this and that, and I'm like, no, just stick with what you know, because every single time is great results.
Yep.
The transformation that you can show your customers with this product is like, you like the before and after pictures when they see that freshly sealed hardscape with the wet look, or whether it's natural stone and the enhancement, it's just like that right there. They see that and they're like, okay, money's worth it.
Yeah.
Money's worth it,
Yeah.
On top of it being protected, it just looks absolutely beautiful.
Oh yeah.
In that question, I want to dive into, you're going to be doing by the end of the year $750K roughly. That's a lot of paver sealing.
Yeah.
So what is it like managing you're obviously doing a lot of jobs. Your guys are doing a lot of jobs. What is it like managing the crews, and how involved are you with the actual physical labor now that you're able to step away from the labor? So what is your day-to-day look like?
Every now and then we do get busy where I do have to step in. Maybe I get one of the guys to come and help me. We're finishing up another job while the rest of the guys are doing something else. The major shift that we're doing is on the commercial side.
Okay.
So by doing more commercial than residential, the guys are able to stay in one location and able to clean and seal a lot more square footage than if they were bouncing around from house to house. It's easier for them to do the commercial side because it's totally different, man. It's the homeowner's not there watching you or you know what I mean.
Yeah. For really quick, for commercial work, is it like bulk residential communities, or is it like storefronts and like parking lots? Like, what do you mean? Or what exact commercial work are you doing?
Yeah, like more storefronts.
Okay.
What's it called? We did last year, towards the end of the year, we did 84,000 square feet. Yeah.
At one job?
At one job. Yeah.
Wow.
So we were there for a few weeks, I think 6 weeks, because of the fact is these were already laid down and there was a lot of foot traffic.
Yeah.
So we had to close down sections. So it was a breeze for the guys. They knew where they had to go. They knew where the hookups were. They knew what sections were going to be done the next week.
Yeah.
So it was a lot easier to manage.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's very nice about commercial work. You get into the flow. The first day or two takes a little bit to figure everything out.
Yeah.
But then you're going to be there an extra 6 weeks. It's just like clockwork. Gets very easy. But that's crazy, man. I just haven't focused on it or really tried to push it that hard, I guess. But we haven't done a lot of commercial paver sealing.
Yeah.
But it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it
Stay
does.
at one job for, like you said, doing residential, you're running around thankfully we get to stay like in a good close knit circle. Like with doing this for 7 years, I've been able to not, in the beginning we traveled anywhere. Like, oh yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah.
30 minutes this
Yeah.
way, 30 minutes that way, 45 minutes back that way.
Yeah.
But now we can stay in this city. Still a lot of running around, but at least we're always like in a 3 to 5 mile radius for the most part. Was it just because a lot of guys are in this stage, they want to be kind of where you're at? They're either a little behind me, is trying to get a busy schedule, or they're where I'm at, like busy schedule with 1 to 2 guys, and then they're trying to get to where you're at. What's the best advice you can give to someone trying to get out of that owner-operator stage and start managing their business and actually running their business, not just doing labor all the time?
Yeah, you have to find that one guy that's reliable, that solves problems, and that's able to take lead. Like, for example, in my case, my guy Vincent, he's managing all of the guys, takes care of all the problems. He's the reason I'm here. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So it's like your right-hand man.
That is.
Was that your first employee?
No, he wasn't.
Oh, okay. How did you, what are some of his traits that make him a great employee?
Yeah, so reliable, problem solving, let's see, and he's just, it's just easier for me to breathe when he's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it did take some time to find him. I remember when I was looking for that guy, I had over 50 applicants, I think.
Wow.
It was a nightmare.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Yeah, so from those 50, I made 20-something phone calls. And then from those 20-something phone calls, I interviewed 5 people. And then I chose him.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's good. So
It was
You
a long
had a
process.
good feeling about him right from the
Yeah.
time you met him?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. It makes a world of a difference. And that's like what I tell a lot of these guys that are trying to take on the world by themselves. What I used to do, you know, I would work by myself and like, oh, I'm going to make all the money, but you don't make more money by
No.
working harder.
No, you don't.
Yeah. And luckily my brother Chris, you know, thank God, he is like the Vincent. He can man, if I'm gone, I can breathe. Like he said, I trust him to take care of what we have to do.
Yep.
And even if it's not just labor stuff, like him tending to a relationship with a customer and like making sure they're at ease before we finish the job, or making sure they understand what's going to be going down while we're there, and just being communicative with them, like all the little things that we know to do, but to an employee it's like it's their job. It's just they're there to work.
Yeah.
And they want to get paid and they want to do their job. But it's nice when you get someone like a Vincent or a Chris that just goes a little bit above and beyond.
Correct.
And you're like, okay, I fully trust you at this property. I don't have to be there. I can go do something else.
Yeah, because even whenever they're at the job site, the guys will be working, and then he'll start knocking on all the doors around and try to
Nice.
upsell. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, question 3. You mentioned you offer free services to your local churches, fire stations, and school. Tell us why you personally decided to do that in your business.
I just feel like giving back, to tell the truth, and I'm not the kind that will post that stuff. We just do it.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because people think this is a scam. So I had my assistant reach out to the fire stations and churches, and they'll always ask the same thing: what's the catch? You know.
Yeah.
But no, I just like giving back. The guys too, they like it, and it just feels good. And every time we do it, it feels like it just comes back double. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. You're like a true Texan, you know, very, very proud of your work. You want to help other people out, other businesses. That's cool. What's your biggest job that you've done for charity?
For charity, let's see. It was a charter school.
Yeah.
We stayed there for how many days? I want to say almost a whole week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, this school needed it.
Really? It's dirty?
Yeah. So, the same thing, like you said, whenever it's clean, it looks good. And every time I drive by it, I love looking at it.
Yeah.
Because all the sidewalks are all clean, because they were black, green.
Wow.
And now they're all clean, and it was, I think that was the biggest one we've done.
That's crazy. That's awesome, man. Like all the people there are probably so appreciative of that. That's so cool. We'll move on to question 4. With a rapid growing business and a big happy family, how do you manage your work-life balance?
Ooh. To me, it feels like there's no such thing, man. I think there's always going to be sacrifices.
Yeah.
You either sacrifice time with your kids for work or vice versa. And by going back to having the best guy, the right-hand man there helping you, taking care of business, that has given me the ability to actually spend more time with my kids too. So I'm able to pick them up from school. My girls join gymnastics now, so I got to take them to gymnastics. So I'm able to do all of that because of the crew that I have.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, my wife too. My wife is really supportive, and because of her, she understands. She rather me be at the house or take the girls to the beach, but she understands that it's gonna make a big impact in the future.
Of course.
So
yeah.
she's really being supportive that way. It's what's actually helping me a lot too. But
Yeah. That's cool, man. That's good. Like you said, there's always going to be sacrifice, especially like just from the moment you decide you want to be an entrepreneur and you want to start your own business. Like it doesn't matter if you haven't made $1 yet or if you're, close to $1 million like you, there's always going to be that extra work to put in. There's not much off time.
Yep.
It's going to get, as the years goes on, it's going to get harder to manage. Like it takes practice, what I've noticed, to like, okay, I'm not working. I need to be in I'm not working mode.
Yeah.
I'm on vacation. I need to stop thinking about work. I need to put my phone down, stop reaching out to clients.
Yes.
And it just takes a lot of practice. But having the support like you do, like you said, that's so huge because it's hard enough trying to get a business rolling, you know?
Yep.
And then if you don't have a supportive partner that isn't on the same page, that will just make it harder and probably sink it. So to have that support system and a good team, even down to your crews at work, like you need all of that to make it happen on everyone's end.
Correct.
You know, what does your wife do?
So she's actually the CFO of a school district. Yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy. So you guys are busy.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
you have, that's cool, man. It's good to be busy.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So the fifth question, you guys, tell us the biggest challenges you've faced in business and what steps did you take to overcome them?
The biggest challenge for me was, again, the lack of education in Texas. A lot of people think this is not necessary. The ceiling, the pavers is not necessary. So I had to, funny story, I even had a customer, after I gave her the bid, she told me that the builder recommended not to seal it because it was, what is it called? Maintenance-free travertine. And I was like, what? Are you? So I had to educate the customer because we have other contractors that are, maybe they just don't want to do it. They don't want to deal with it. Or maybe it's just their selling point. I don't know.
That's
But,
funny.
yeah.
I've never heard that one. Maintenance-free travertine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Save my number.
Right.
Yeah.
So lack of education. So I've done hours and hours of research on paver sealing, on just the stone itself, where it comes from, how to manufacture it, all this stuff. So once I start talking to a customer about their floors, I can get in the zone and I just talk and talk and talk because I don't know, I'm into it. I like it. I like this stuff. And the customer real quick, they understand. They're like, man, you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
So the lack of education, that was my biggest challenge. But slowly but surely, it was a little harder teaching every single customer, but now teaching the vendors and the builders, it's a lot easier for the
Yeah.
customer to understand it now.
You're like spreading that
Exactly.
information farther by telling those people, because just that one contractor is going to go talk to 100, 200 people that
Yeah.
year. So
Yeah, so now I have a couple of pool builders that right away, every time they finish a pool, the customer is always calling me. Hey, I got your number from so-and-so. And
so cool.
yeah, because now they understand, okay, we need to get it sealed, but, they don't want to get involved, so they pass it along to me.
Yeah. Your problem solving skills, man, are phenomenal. Like with how you're like, okay, I'm not reaching enough customers. Like it's taking too much time to educate, one at a time.
Yeah.
And then even at that, you're still not landing every single job.
Correct.
You're still landing like anywhere from 50 to 75. You're losing a lot of customers. So for you to be like, okay, let me go to a convention. Let me educate these people so now they can go help me and then tell the importance of paver sealing, which is it's genius. But like you said, it's so funny to think about how in Florida, like we were talking about, like everyone knows about. There's 16-year-olds and 17-year-olds that are paver sealers, and everyone knows about it. And like, we still get people though that are like, "Oh, I don't think it's that important," and it's sad because they don't think it's important because someone did a poor job.
Yep.
Not enough material, not the right sand, not enough sand, not any sand in between the joints. So of course it didn't last. You put two skimpy coats down, and it wasn't maintained. So then those customers get a bad taste. But I love that you stress the importance so much of like educating the customer. I'm the same way, man. I have to stop talking because I talk too much when
Yep.
I'm with a customer.
Yep.
But when you show that you know what you're talking about,
Yep.
they're like, oh, I feel good.
Yep.
And they start getting away from like, wonder what the price is going to be. What's the price going to be? Now they're negotiating in their head. Well, okay, I don't mind paying a little more because this guy really knows what he's talking about.
Correct.
So let's just hire him no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you're not trying to gouge and you're not
Yeah.
some crazy price, but
Yeah.
you know, they'll see the value. Last question. I always end on this question, you guys. What's one thing you want a viewer to take away from this video?
I would tell them not to be afraid to work together with other competitors, just because of the fact that you guys can tackle jobs together if it's too much for
Absolutely.
solo operator.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can learn from each other. You know how the verse goes, Proverbs 27:17, as iron sharpens iron, so one person should sharpen another.
Yeah.
The same way.
Of
You
course.
need to hang out with those people that are going to challenge you, make you grow bigger, make you more intelligent, and that's what I really want people to understand. There's no reason for you to have drama, I guess, with
Yeah.
your competitors. I mean, they hire me and I hire them. It just goes both ways, and to me, there's no such thing as a competitor. It's just somebody else that I can work with.
Correct.
Yes.
That's great advice, man. I love that you brought that up because it's so important. The working with competitors, super important, but like just the mindset of what you want your friends to be like. Like you said earlier, when you said your buddy pushed you into entrepreneurship, like really encouraged you. There's not enough of that, especially in men. And it's like you can encourage someone so much by just simply saying a few words.
Yeah.
Like I tell dudes, like I say, hey man, I'm proud of you, and it throws them off, and they're like, what? Like you could tell they needed to hear it, but they were just so confused that a different man was telling them, like, hey dude, I'm proud of you. But that's awesome that you bring that up because competition happens at the bottom, collaboration happens at the top. And I work with JR. He gives me work. He can't get to it. He's doing a bunch of new construction stuff, and he's like, hey, can you take care of this? Take care of that. I work with another dude that is really good at what he does. He lives in a community around here. But like you said, we'll jam our schedules together.
Yeah.
And I'll have my guy, he'll have his guy, and we'll crank out so much work. And it's less work on my guys, less work on me, on him. And it's just like, why wouldn't you do that? Where you're making more money at the end of the week. You worked a little less hard. You got so much help. And it's like everyone's winning.
Yeah.
You gain nothing from like being salty in the corner, like, oh, you're taking money off my table.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not the case. But
No,
before
definitely.
we wrap up, man, go ahead and explain a little bit. Talk to that camera.
Okay.
There's thousands of people in there watching you. Let them know what you want to do and why you want to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love talking business, so I want at least 3 of your listeners to come in and comment below so we can talk to them business. I just love talking business, and if we can help each other out, I mean, bouncing ideas, how to structure, how to put systems in place. I can let you know for sure. I can teach you guys, and
That's awesome, man. I appreciate that. I truly appreciate you doing that for them. 3 people, anyone that comments, just that wants to get the mentorship, I know whoever ends up getting it will appreciate it so much. It was great talking to you, dude. Thank you for coming down here.
thank you.
Absolutely, brother.
All right.
That was an awesome episode. Appreciate it, my man. Thank you for the pat, man.
Oh yeah.